countdown.
What's going on?
We're live.
How you guys doing?
Hi guys. We are live and we already started our celebration. So I hope that you guys have your beverage. We have our non-alcoholic beverage.
Non-alcoholic, yes.
Yes. What are you sipping on tonight?
This is white grape.
You're doing the white grape.
Yeah, this is white grape.
And I tried the peach cider.
Some peach, peach cider.
Yeah, wait, no.
Okay. No.
And
she's got some peach cider.
It's delicious.
Yeah.
So if you need to get your beverage for tonight's Peel and Stick Q&A, go ahead and get yours. We'll be right here.
As she takes her drink.
And those of you who are here, go ahead and leave in the comments where you're from. We would love to see where you're coming in from. You can just leave those in the comments.
Mm-hmm.
And what else? Oh,
if you're from the replay, let us know that you're watching this from the replay.
Just add replay in the comments.
Yeah.
And also, let's see, what else do we have? So we're going to do our Peel and Stick Q&A tonight, and we're also here to celebrate 1 million views. And that was from our Peel and Stick video that we did, the before and after.
The small bathroom.
The small bathroom. Yeah. And it was the Peel and Stick tile that is the marble 12 by 24 tile. And you guys really like that. And we want to just say thank you to all of you who have viewed that video. And are you going to put that in the chat?
Well, first I'm going to say hi to everybody.
Yeah. Flo is on. Jackie. Let's see. Taretha.
Let me sure I
can't even read that. I'm sorry. 1 million views. Nice. Thank you. Thank you guys. We were just so happy to reach out, and we did it this month, like a few days ago. So this was new, and we want to have or wish you guys 1 million of something, like
love.
1 million of anything. What did you find out about?
Oh, I just found out that if I had a million pennies, it's $100,000. So a million of something good.
Anything good is good. Yeah. So we hope that you all reach a 1 million milestone in whatever you guys are doing, because it feels kind of nice. It feels nice.
So actually they did. They did reach it because they helped us.
You did.
And we did it together. That's the thing I like about it, is that we all worked together and we made 1 million views.
So let's toast. Wait, I need some more of my
we gotta wait. Let's make sure they got theirs. You guys got it?
Yeah.
You got your drink?
I need some more peach cider.
Oh.
AKA bubbly sugar, because this is
sugar.
I am drinking straight sugar that's carbonated.
Carbonated sugar.
All right. So you have your water, tea, beverage, whatever you have. Congratulations. And what do you want to say?
I'm going to say many, many more.
1 million more.
1 million. I can't even talk tonight.
I wish we had the
things that come down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Claps. Mm-hmm. Well, I think that Flo gave us some claps, and Taretha gave us some congratulations. Mm-hmm. And we appreciate it. The granny, she gave us some congratulations, so we really appreciate that. You like that?
Yeah, I do. Okay, so let's get into it. If you guys have questions, just go ahead and put it in the comments, and we're going to go through some of the comments and questions that we had on actually 2 of the videos. The Watch Us Peel and Stick, a small bathroom with luxury vinyl tile. And then the other video that a lot of you all had, comments and questions on was
Special Cuts?
No, it was the renter friendly.
Oh yeah.
Is Peel and Stick renter friendly? Mm-hmm. And the Don't Be Fooled about, or the ugly truth about Peel and Stick. And we'll leave that in the comments. We'll go ahead. You want to go ahead and link that? I think I put it in the document. So if you haven't seen those videos, that's what those are. So the first thing, or the first question that we get a lot is, where can we find those peel and stick tiles that was in the video? We did leave it. We tried to pin it as a comment, but people still had questions.
Mhm.
And those particular those particular tiles that are in that video, we purchased at Home Depot, and I think they are the Traffic Master luxury vinyl tile, 12 by 24. They're the rectangle tiles. And so there was like a version at Lowe's, but we actually haven't seen them there lately at our Lowe's. They've taken a lot of the peel and stick out and have put a lot of luxury vinyl tile excuse me, the planks, the interlocking planks. So we also have found it online on Amazon,
Yeah.
that are the 12 by 24, which again are the rectangle tiles. Because I think a lot of people can find the 12 by 12 square tiles,
Yeah.
but they were having trouble with the 12 by 24.
So those are just the longer tiles.
Yeah.
And those are the ones that we mainly use.
We like them because we've done the brick style of laying down the tiles, and
I think you can do a lot of things with those particular
Yeah.
tiles. You can actually cut them and make different things with them.
if you'd like.
If you like, you can. There's a lot you can do with those particular tiles.
And with the luxury vinyl tiles, as opposed to some of the regular floor tiles, is that they have kind of like a
What's
like a little
dip?
like
It's
a
kind
little
of like
dip.
a slope, a dip.
Yeah.
So if you get those particular tiles, it lets you know that you can grout those tiles.
Yes.
And that's one thing that we like.
We like to grout them.
Yeah.
So they look really,
And you don't have to grout. A lot of people ask, so why do you grout the tiles? We grout them because we put them either in a bathroom or kitchen
Yeah.
area where there's water.
Well,
And we
yeah.
well, that's why we've done
But
it.
really,
What?
we like the look. We're trying to make it look like the ceramic tiles.
Yeah.
So you have to grout, the marble or ceramic tiles. So for us, it kind of looks more,
That's what we like.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is that it actually makes it waterproof as well.
Yeah.
So when you grout those particular tiles, it helps to keep water from going underneath the tiles. And we had that experience firsthand with our children. So, we know about that. So
What about water getting on the floor?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the grout does give it like a seal of it. Let's see. Thank you again, Dee, for coming on. And yes, we do appreciate it. So that's one with the peel and stick. Let me see where we can get those. And we'll leave a link also for you guys. We now have an Amazon store, and we compiled some flooring DIY peel and stick, and that is just to make it easier for you to go right to it and find some options that are online, because I know that Home Depot was selling a lot of floor pops.
Mm-hmm.
They were popular. They were a thinner tile, peel and stick tile, that people were using on the floor and for accent walls. And I haven't really seen them in the stores. Have you guys seen a lot of peel and? Yeah, have you guys seen floor pops?
Yeah.
Or have you seen a lot of peel and stick around in your big box stores still? Because,
we've seen them in other states actually.
Yeah, but not here as much. Home Depot has some, but not the big display that they used to have. So that's interesting. The new move for that. The other question we have been asked is, where can you use peel and stick flooring, or what is the ideal place?
See, if you ask somebody like me, I'm gonna put it anywhere I want.
Yeah, everywhere.
I told somebody one time before we did it actually that I wanted to put the peel and stick, I want to put the flooring peel and stick tiles on a wall.
Yeah.
And they said if you do that, then it negates the warranty. I said that doesn't matter to me. I don't care about the warranty. I bought them, and so I'm gonna put them, where I want to put them. and we ended up putting them in our bathroom. And I'm sure some of you have seen that particular video.
Yeah, for the accent wall.
And the accent wall in our bathroom. And when we did that, we had to figure out how to make it stay on the wall because the adhesive that we used.
You're going ahead.
I'm going ahead. Yeah, we know.
You're going ahead on what you. But go ahead.
Well, the adhesive on the back of the tile is not strong enough to stay on a vertical platform or surface.
Yeah, on floor tiles that are heavier.
Tiles. Yeah, so you have to use something else, and so that's where something else came up, and we were able to learn how to do that.
Yeah. So I mean, basically, have you guys noticed that when you're a DIYer and you ask like anybody if you can do anything that's not a DIYer, meaning like if they're a contractor or a professional person, they'll tell you no. They're like,
well, they say you can't do that.
You can't do that. Yeah. You can't do this. That's not possible. That's not going to work. And I really feel like DIYers are the people who feel like anything is possible.
Well, they try it.
Yeah, if you can think it.
I mean, because if I mess it up, I'll just get you to fix it. You're the professional. That's how I feel. You know what I mean?
Okay, so back to the question of where can you put peel and stick tiles? And I like to say is like laundry rooms, small bathrooms. I think I wrote something else down. Like they're really good for upper floors because they're not heavy. So if you have a bathroom or your laundry room is on the second or third floor or whatever, they're good for that because they're not as heavy as ceramic tile and hardwood floors. And so people use it for that. They also, when you have that little bathroom in the basement, you finally like refinish the basement and put the plumbing down there and you have a little bathroom and you don't really want to do the whole floor. Peel and stick is good for that as well. It's just so easy.
It's very easy. You just peel it off and you just stick it down there. All you have to do is just cut it a certain way. Mm-hmm. And to me, that's much easier than laying some wood or something else.
Yeah. Or the roll tile.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just,
But, I mean, as far as like, you have to know how much to get because you can't really make a mistake.
Yeah, because you bought the whole roll.
Yeah.
I also like the varieties of peel and stick that are coming out with, the patterns. Now they have the peel and stick planks, and just anything you can really create a look. And excuse me,
it's that bubbly.
I have seen like so-called upper end homes, and people aren't realizing that they're using a lot of vinyl that looks like wood or looks like something else, and they're putting it in hallways, they're putting it in basements and bathrooms, and people think that they're getting that material and they'll clean it and it's messing it up. And so we've seen that in a kitchen.
So translation, what you're saying is that they have a nice home.
They have
with vinyl on the floor.
That they don't realize it's vinyl.
They don't realize it's vinyl.
Because it's some high quality luxury vinyl.
But then if you use an abrasive cleaner, a harsh cleaner on that vinyl, it messes it up.
It will strip it.
And so that's what we've seen in some really nice houses.
And we're surprised. Mm-hmm. And the homeowner is like upset because they thought it was wood. They thought they had
something that they didn't have.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, so we'll just go into that. When cleaning peel and stick, and we had a video on that, you really want to use a neutral pH cleaner. They have like a special cleaner. I think I used a depth. It's on that video. I can't remember.
You did.
And these cleaners are really nice because it's neutral. It's not too acidic. It's not too basic, and it won't strip.
It was actually called Zep, wasn't it?
Zep, yeah.
So they wanted to know. I mean, that's one of the things. Yeah. A lot of people want to know. Well, what do I use? How do I know it's neutral versus a high pH or what have you? And so Zep does make a neutral pH cleaner that's good for cleaning.
It cleans really well.
Peel and stick,
and it won't mess up your tile. Oh, hi, marriage and motherhood.
Yeah.
They're on. She's on.
Yes.
So hey, thank you guys for joining us again. And if you just joined us.
If you're just joining us, make sure you got your drink. We have some bubblies here. This is non-alcoholic.
What do you have?
I have white grape.
And I have peach.
And she has the peach.
Because sparkling cider has gotten a little fancy. They had
this top that was,
Well, wait, they had like peach. I'm talking about the flavors and strawberry and rosé now.
So you get any kind of flavored sugar that you want.
Wait a minute. So we're cheering for 1 million views.
1 million.
With peel and stick.
And if you missed it earlier, we said if we have 1 million pennies, then we'll have $100,000.
Yeah, so 1 million of anything good is
good.
Yeah. Okay, so now let's get into let's talk about now. Remember, if you guys have any questions, it is good. She said yummy.
It is.
It is good, but it is carbonated. So I've been burping, so I apologize in advance about burp. Hold on one second.
It's cold. I like cold drinks. Put a little something down there. If you like cold drinks, let me know.
Yeah, like what is your favorite beverage? We had to drink this when we were doing DIY, and what is your favorite beverage? Oh, that and coffee. Coffee is
She's a coffee drinker.
Oh my goodness, I love coffee. So coffee is my probably favorite beverage. What's your favorite beverage?
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, I like cold. If it's cold water, I like cold water.
Cold is not cold. A beverage.
I know, but I like it cold. I get hot, so I like things that are cold.
So anything cold.
Yes. Well, not anything cold, but most things.
Do you like water?
Yeah, I like water. I actually drink a lot of water.
You drink a lot of water. I'm gonna say water is your favorite one.
Yeah.
Okay. One of the top questions we get is, can you install peel and stick over wood? Or can you install peel and stick over anything?
Well, ceramic, wood, concrete.
Yeah.
Some people ask us, can you put it directly on concrete? And that is the first thing we ever did. We stripped off some old vinyl flooring and we put it on concrete in our kitchen.
Yeah, so
and that was interesting.
Yeah. So basically, you can put peel and stick over wood, concrete, tile, and let's see. Believe It Be TV is here.
Hey.
Thank you. She said that's awesome.
What about double wides? Definitely. Yes, you can definitely do it with double wide mobile home walls. So, we had a lot of people do it in RVs, double wide mobile homes.
They were doing it there.
Yes.
So this is okay. So here is the key thing about your subfloor for vinyl for peel and stick. If you want your subfloor, or if you don't mind whatever you're putting your peel and stick on to be not damaged, but the adhesive to really bond to, and you're not going to pull the peel and stick up, you pretty much can put peel and stick on almost anything if you prep it correctly. So and
the thing about that is that it has to be a flat, clean surface.
Clean surface. And
clean. I do stress clean.
And when we say clean, like in that video, you saw that the vinyl subfloor that we stuck the peel and stick on had paint on it. It had they did their their makeover.
Yeah,
and then we swept it out, cleaned it out, and it wasn't pristine. So we're not saying that the floor has to be clean in that way. You just have to make sure it's very dry. It's rid of any oils
and dust.
Dust.
Dust seems to be something that bothers the adhesive.
Yes.
I noticed that when I was putting down my first set of tiles when I first got started.
So we put it on drywall. Is that Jerry?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we did put peel and stick on drywall.
Well, yeah, we've done it a lot. Especially we did drywall in the bathroom in the bathroom and in the laundry room.
In the laundry room. Yeah. And so we kind of wiped it down with the TSP cleaner. That's not pH 7. That's not neutral.
No.
It is a very strong cleaner,
but it's going on the drywall, not the tile.
Right. We're cleaning the surface that you want the peel and stick to stick on. So when we put it, we'll talk about installing it on a wall in just a moment. So if you're putting it on the floor and you clean it and your floor is level, the peel and stick is going to stay on there. And also you want to make sure that you have like a roller.
Yeah, if you watched our first video, we had our son use a roller because we were told actually by the manufacturer that it needed a 100-pound roller. So we went and rented a 100-pound roller because I didn't know what that was. And we saw what it was. We got our son to do it when he was like, how old was he? Like 5, maybe 3, 4, 5. He was very young. And so he loved pushing that thing around.
Yeah, so you it's just about like sealing it. You seal it, and when you put it on the floor,
it activates it.
Yeah, you really don't know. You don't need any other adhesive for the floor.
No,
you really don't. If you're putting it on a subfloor, not on concrete. I mean, not on contact paper, not on anything that you're trying to make as a barrier. But here's an example.
Actually, this is originally from our floor in the kitchen or bathroom.
Yeah, it is a piece.
And so it's still got the sticky stuff on there. It's pretty strong.
How sticky it is.
It's still strong. I mean, this stuff is it's strong. It's still strong after all those years. You know, look at that. It's super strong.
You're gonna have to like wash your hands with.
I know I am, but this is how strong peel and stick really is when you get the good stuff. I mean,
and that has been exposed.
This has been outside in the garage for I don't know how many years, and it's still super strong.
Yeah, so you don't need adhesive.
So if you put this on the floor, it's gonna stay there. And let me tell you, everything that we've done that you have seen of our videos on the floor, it's still there. It still looks the same, just like it did in the video. I mean, this stuff works. You know, the only thing is you have to make sure that you don't scratch up this part right here on the side, in the front. You keep that nice, it's great. And if you want to take it off, we'll talk about how to take it off because we know how to do that as well.
Can you tell, like, do you see the texture in that? I don't know if you can see that. That looks nice. I mean, that's some good vinyl.
It's still there. Yeah, it still looks nice. I mean, you just keep it clean and
the way that they're making these vinyl tiles is good. So now we'll talk about on the walls. So when you have like a tile, like he was showing you, that is a heavy, thick tile, those are not going to be able to stay on any wall over time without some help.
Well, they'll slide down over time.
They'll start going like this, or they'll just pop off. A lot of people, when I think peel and stick was first getting to having popularity and people wanting to put in the wall, people were complaining all the time that they were falling off. And even though manufacturers were saying don't put them on the wall, people love to put them on the wall. They're great. They're great for half walls. It's really nice. So we found, we have told this story before, but we'll tell you guys again. Darius went into one of the home improvement stores.
Yeah.
And he asked the guy.
Well, I saw this. I saw a display, and it was on the ground, but it was leaning up, and it had flooring on it. So he had a piece of wood.
Peel and stick flooring.
So he had a piece of wood. No, I don't think it was peel and stick actually. I think it was just a piece of wood with flooring on it. And I asked him, "How did you make that stay on there like that?" So he told me what he used. I went and got that because that was the missing piece for me because I wanted to put ours on the wall.
Yeah, and we go to the big box stores and all the flooring is on the wall.
Yeah, they're being displayed.
And they're not falling on our heads. So
not supposed to.
Yeah, so Darius was like, "How do you get that to stick?"
Yeah.
And the guy showed us. Do you have it with us today?
I didn't bring that.
Oh yeah, I thought we had that one, but it was the Roberts adhesive.
Yeah.
So, okay, we'll leave a link. I think we have a link in there, babe. You want to put the link in there for the adhesive?
Yeah. And
this is an adhesive that's also, what is it called? Moisture. It has like a moisture barrier.
A moisture barrier, yeah.
And they use it for tiles in bathrooms and in places that high moisture areas. And so we tried it, and the video that we have of the peel and stick on the bathroom accent wall, none of them have even moved. And how many years ago was that? Like,
it's been a few years now.
It's been over 5 years.
Yeah.
And we have not had to do anything with those. The laundry room, the video that we put the tiles on the wall, they have not moved. I'm almost like, if you put them on the dry, if you put peel and stick on walls and you use that adhesive, it's super, super not going to come out, and it will probably damage your walls. You have to decide if that's what you want to do. That's like a permanent thing that you want to do. If not, then you might want to put like a barrier that renters sometimes do. So if you wanted to have like a piece of plywood or something up on the wall, because with the peel and stick, you saw how sticky it is. And then with that adhesive,
it's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah, your surface is going to be damaged if you try to take it off. So, just think about that before.
But the great thing about being a DIYer is that you learn how to fix that surface. And so if you watched that video, then you saw what our surface actually looked like before we put the peel and stick on.
Where for what? Which one?
The one in our bathroom. Because we had to take everything off. We had to strip the wall. And when we stripped the wall, it just looked horrible.
Of the paint?
Yeah. When we stripped that paint off there and everything, it just looked horrible. So I was grateful for the fact that we were putting something over it, and instead of repainting it again.
And we can't find that peel and stick again, so I hope it does stay.
Well, it's funny you said we can't find it again, but I actually went into the garage.
Well, we only have that one little piece.
No, I have a bunch of pieces of this.
Of these?
Yeah. So this is the one that we had on our wall in our bathroom. This is the one that we actually put in there.
I think we need to clean out our garage.
Yeah, you see, I keep everything. So.
You're like, yeah, I found some pieces.
I found some pieces of it. Yeah. So this is the color that we had, and it looks like what does that look like? That's
like the stone. Yeah, like on the wall, it kind of looks like a stone wall.
And I'm very happy that it has not moved.
Have a concrete stone look.
But see, when we did this particular project, we butted them up together. So we did not use any spacers or anything. We actually butted them together, and then I grouted in between that. And that produced another barrier because you're in the bathroom, and I didn't want the moisture to get behind there and actually get behind here and peel it off and make it fall onto
or have mold or anything. I think it was that too. It's and we left it. Yeah, we left it in the comments so that you can see.
So Roberts actually helps with mold. So you won't have any mold if you put this in the bathroom.
Right.
You use the Roberts and you place it on your wall, then
it kind of seals everything up.
It seals everything up. Yeah. So
that's a good point. We're going to go into grouting then. And so the next question is a lot. Do you have to grout peel and stick? No.
You don't. That's just our preference. We like to grout because we like the look of it. It is much harder to do.
Yeah.
But I'm willing to go through it because that's what I like.
We like the look of it because remember, we're using peel and stick to kind of look like other tile.
Yeah.
Our
ceramic.
Our design on a dime. So we use it to look like stone. We want it to look like marble. We want it to look like that Oyster Travertine look.
And it's the patterns too, because we've done diamond shape, we've done brick shape, we've done square shape, we've butted them up together. The only thing we haven't done is, what is that one with the little
the herringbone?
Herringbone.
We might try that.
We haven't done herringbone yet.
So you don't have to grout peel and stick. Does it help like with the waterproofing? Yeah, it does. Even if you grouted the peel and stick without spacers and you just butted them up against each other and then you did the grout. And you do have to use special grout. So
somebody asked, is our whole house covered by peel and stick? At one point it was.
Well, see, we had a flood.
Yes.
And so our flooring, we had some flooring and then we took it off and then we added it again and then we had it in the bathroom twice. So it seems like we did a lot of peel and stick, but we peel and stuck one bathroom twice.
Yes.
And that was because the flooding ruined the first peel and stick, and so then we had to do it again.
But it wasn't just the bathroom; it ruined the hallway, the living room.
But we didn't put peel and stick there.
No.
So we have laminate, like laminate wood floors in those areas. Now we originally had the wood floors that were in the home, and they were engineered wood.
Yeah. But it was old engineered wood.
It was the old school engineered wood, and it was really hard to get up. But where the flooding happened, they could get that up. And
so now we have this nice new engineered wood that's beautiful.
Well, it's laminate.
Laminate.
It's laminate, and so it does seem like we. But the funny thing too is the video that we had 1 million views on is actually our friend's home. She allowed us to kind of do peel and stick because she was pricing out the prices of the, what was it, marble tiles or she wanted some really nice tiles.
And she was looking at those prices and she said, whoa.
She was just like, oh goodness. And she really wanted to extend, it was a hall bathroom that came off of the garage. And she wanted that tile to be in the bathroom, the laundry room, and the hallway. Mm-hmm. And so when she looked at the prices, it was a lot. And so we gave an alternative to, hey, look at peel and stick. It kind of looks the same. Would you want us to try? Do you want to try? And can we film it? And she said yes. And so with that, what is it, like collaboration? No, the
collaboration.
The collaboration.
Collaboration.
I'm telling you, this is the sugar.
Sugar.
With that, it's just nice that we were helping a friend. She was helping us. We did a video, and that's the video that got 1 million views.
And the funny thing about it is it hit 1 million last week?
Yeah.
And now it's 1,033,000.
Yeah, so it's picking up momentum.
Again. Yeah.
So thank you. And the laundry room peel and stick, that was a friend. That was our neighbor.
Our neighbor.
Yeah. We did his laundry room. So
we did his entire laundry room for him.
Yeah, so we've done a lot of peel and stick, but it just hasn't all been in our house. Yeah. Okay, let's see. How has it been? How it's behaved over the years? Now,
it depends on what are you saying. What are you gonna say?
Well, I was gonna say all of our peel and stick has done well.
Yeah, because it depends on how you put it down.
Except the one that flooded.
Yeah,
that's it.
We had to redo all that.
Yeah,
but if you lay it down first by cleaning it, making sure there's no dust or debris, it's gonna stick. When we did our bathroom and you saw the hexagon tiles, now when they redid the floor, they made us one little section of the floor with a lump on it, and
meaning they didn't even the concrete out.
So the concrete wasn't even, so it had a little lump on there. So that makes it hard for peel and stick to stick on the floor because it has to have a smooth, even surface, a flat surface.
And I think what was happening is some people were using peel and stick to cover up things, and peel and stick is not good for covering up. It's really good for flat surfaces. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's good to cover up like old vinyl tile, and if it's in good condition. And if it's torn and ripped up, like a lot of that sheet vinyl,
you have to cut it first.
We didn't know that you could do that.
Yeah, I wish I'd have known that.
Because we pulled up the whole old vinyl, and that was just a DIY project in itself. And then we found out you could, just tile over. So the big thing was people were saying that you were going to have mold. You're going to have mold. But again, if you treat that subfloor, you clean it and, get it nice and clean.
When you say treat it, what do you mean? So that people know.
Okay, like you use that TSP cleaner and make sure there's no mold or anything on it originally.
So just make sure it's nice and clean before you put the peel and stick on it. That way the peel and stick will last.
And then maybe you could just like cut out little pieces. You won't have to rip the whole floor up like we were trying to do.
Yeah, well, there's one video that we did. It might have been a short actually, where we took up a piece of peel and stick. It was around the the washer and dryer area.
Yeah.
We peeled it up. What I did is I used her hair dryer, and you can use a heat gun. You can use a hair dryer. You put it on there, and you just heat it up, and you use something to pry it up, and that peel and stick will come off.
Yeah, but the adhesive is still on the subfloor. So we spoke about that too with the renter friendly.
Yes. Yeah.
Because we were like, well, can I just pull it up and it's peeling and sticking? And it's like, you can, but your subfloor will kind of suffer for it.
Well, it's just going to have sticky stuff all over it. And you have to get that up if you want the original look.
If you want, the floor that was underneath. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. We were talking about grouting. Oh, pre-mixed vinyl.
Oh, I have some of that.
You have some of that?
Yeah. So you guys have to excuse me. This is in my garage, Dan. It might not look as dirty on, online, but this is the original pre-mixed grout that we use for vinyl tile that we use in our kitchen. So if you saw the kitchen video, this is the original one, and I still have it. I'm not going to open it up.
Why do we still have it?
I don't know. I thought I was going to use it again.
My husband won't throw anything away.
Well, sometimes a lot of people wonder about grout because the grout gets dirty, and so you want to just redo it. So I actually could put some water in here, re-stir it, and then relay it.
But we did do that on a look.
Yeah, we've done that before. Yeah, so you can do that.
You have used it.
Yeah. So that's one.
Yeah, and don't use grout for ceramic or other tiles. You want to definitely use it for vinyl because the grout that's for those type of tiles is too harsh.
It's grittier.
Yeah, it's like real sand.
It's sandy, yeah. And
it will scratch and kind of deteriorate your peel and stick tile.
Yeah. So again, this is pre-mixed vinyl tile grout. Pre-mixed vinyl tile grout. I'm not sure if you can see it here. I'm gonna put it.
Yeah.
Oh, I got it right here.
Yeah.
There you go. It might be.
Wait.
So it's pre-mixed vinyl tile grout. There you go.
Flo said, I love that you still keep the remaining supplies left over.
Well, you have to, because if you don't, look, it's always that time when you throw it away and then you're going to need it. You're like, man, I should have kept that. She's the one who throws away a lot of stuff. I'm telling her.
Yeah. We're gonna throw away some things. And Marriage and Mother had asked, can you give us a little preview of what projects are next? Yes.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We are going to be working on a small bathroom. So what's nice about that is we're going to use peel and stick, but this time we're going to use it over ceramic tile. We've never done that before.
We haven't done over ceramic yet.
We have peeled and stuck a lot of things, but not over ceramic tile. That's coming up. We are going to paint a fiberglass tub again. We've done some countertop. We're going to do removing a toilet. We did the tub, and we're going to do the toilet removal. We have another framing.
We removed the toilet. But now we're going to install a new toilet.
Yes, and just show you how to do that. And I think like what's going on now, thank you, is that a lot of people want to save money with just some of the basic like updates. Nothing, not when you're doing a whole renovation or anything, but like, hey, I just want a new toilet. Mm-hmm. I want a water efficient, water saving, efficient toilet now. I don't want this old one.
Well, if you're like me, I'm pretty tall actually.
Yeah.
So I wanted a taller toilet or a more, a wider. There's elongated toilets, and then there's small round toilets, and that's not going to work. I need a higher elongated toilet.
You should see the video where we were trying to just make the bathroom space that we have. We have like the little toilet closet with one toilet in there, and it was getting a little crowded for you.
Yeah.
So people just want to do like some basic updates. I'm finding out if you guys are wanting to do something or have a project in mind, let us know in the comments so that we can think of like how we can show that of what to do. But just updating your vanity, using painting your walls, changing your floor out.
I want to go back to that. We're doing a new peel and stick, and like she said, we're doing it over the ceramic. And one of the things that we're going to have to do is we're going to have to make sure that the ceramic is level. So you're gonna
don't
see
give
us.
it away.
Yeah, I know. I'm not giving it
Don't
away,
give
but
it
you have to
away.
see how we do it.
Because we don't even know exactly.
We're
gonna try it. We don't know how it's gonna turn out. We haven't done it yet.
I think things
That's
in my
coming.
head. If you're like me and you're a DIYer, then you're thinking it in your head. You already know what you're gonna do. It's just a matter of doing it and seeing if it works or not.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's mostly what we do. Is we think about it in our head, and then we say, you know what, I'm gonna try it.
Yeah. After we argue about it.
Yeah.
And then we decide we're gonna do it.
Yeah. She does that. When it comes to colors, that's what we do.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, I want to cover an imperfect cement floor by peel and stick in my basement. What should I do? Okay.
And that's one of the things that we're going to do in this video, actually.
It depends on what you mean by imperfect for the cement floor. If it has like
little holes, not massive holes, but little
you can
holes.
patch that up with this Henry patch that we've used, and we use that in the carpet when we were pulling up
carpet removals.
So before we put the vinyl tile, the interlocking planks, we filled in the holes in the concrete with this Henry pre-mixed floor patch. Is that right? Okay.
Right.
These are some wonderful products. Like I get excited about DIY products for like the homeowner.
Yeah, I just want to give a shout out to Henry too.
Yeah,
they're good friends of ours, and so we like using their product. That's one of the things. We reached out to them once, and they responded to us, and they have a good product.
They have a good product, and it's easy to use, and it works like it says. That's what we like. Products that work the way that they said.
And that's all we're going to show you guys.
And that's all we.
Yeah, we're not going to show you anything that doesn't work, because if it doesn't work,
no, we're going to show you that.
We're going to let you. We're going to let you see that it doesn't work, but we're not going to promote that.
No,
because we promote things that work. Yeah, because I wouldn't want nobody to do that to me.
Oh, and so we want to talk also to let you guys know about a peel and stick that we started working with, a company that we work with, Samplies, and you open it.
Oh yeah, I need some more.
What kind is that, Sean? What kind of?
Oh, this is just this is white grape.
This is the white grape.
So this is the white grape. Let me get my face in
that has like about 30 grams of sugar.
So we're gonna probably be up all night because we're drinking sugar.
We need to do a DIY project right now.
Yeah.
So this guys is a peel and stick paint sample, and we started using these. And
is this one the color of the year?
Yeah, this is the color of the year. This is Benjamin Moore's Blue Nova color of the year, and we use this in our, I think the latest video. Yeah. And so what's nice about these peel and stick is that you can use them and stick them back on, and they help you to pick the perfect color, like the color matching.
Let me ask you, this
is on point.
This is 2 coats of paint on here.
Yes.
Plus it's been primed, so it has a primer and 2 coats of paint. That's amazing.
And it's the actual color.
This is the actual color. So when you see our video and when I'm sticking it
on there, it disappears because
it disappears.
It's an exact match.
It really is. So I mean, I was really impressed with it.
Yeah. I don't know. Have you guys ever picked out paint and then when you brought it home,
it wasn't the same color? Yeah.
That was our first young DIY days, and we were so excited about painting and just doing something different in our bathroom. We ran to the home improvement store. We were just looking at the colors. We didn't know about the lighting changes. Yeah. We didn't know about any of that. Undertones of paint, none of that.
Well, they have different shades of that one shade. And I know, people
with
know
the undertones,
yeah. Yeah, but the thing is that when it dries, it doesn't look the same as what's supposed to be like this.
It doesn't look the same on that little
swatch. Yeah.
So we got the paint and we painted it, and it was like, oh, okay, I hope it dries different. It started drying, and that tan color turned pink.
Yeah. And you can see that in our video as well.
Yeah, so I cried, and we didn't know what to do.
We did a lot of work with that, and when you're first starting out in DIY, you don't know how to necessarily fix everything that you've done.
Right.
Or you're concerned about it because you're looking at it and you're like, man, I don't know how I'm going to fix this.
I said, please paint it over again. And my husband looked at me like, are you?
The whole bathroom? Yeah, I don't know about
you're gonna. You want me to paint it again? We did. I helped.
did.
But it was horrible. It made the DIY, like, one little thing. You know how it is. It can change the DIY whole atmosphere. The whole
look.
Okay, let's see. What? Babe, you're closer to that, so I can't
Which one?
Part.
Which one you want?
I think we're right here with D.
Oh, what's on the lovely wall behind you? Is that a DIY project?
Yes,
this is a DIY project actually. This is a 3D panel.
Right.
And we created that.
Yes. Because we wanted it on our wall. So this isn't on our wall. This is a great example of how like you can put something in between. So we have like these wood panels.
Wood panels that we actually I think we glued these. Yes, we glued these to the wall, to the panel, to the wood panel. If you go on our channel and you type in 3D wall panel, you'll see the whole video. And we can move them, so it's nice.
Yeah,
this is movable, so I can move this right now, but because it actually goes to my ceiling.
But it's so we can change it out, so we can put it here behind us. We had it in the living room. We want to do another.
It actually was to go behind our TV.
Yeah, so, like an accent wall.
So it was an accent wall behind the TV.
But we weren't committed to it to stay on the wall.
Yeah.
We knew that once we put it on there, because
these
panels haven't come off either. And this was regular.
We did this years ago.
These are regular. What paint? I mean, what adhesive did we use?
No, we
just used regular adhesive.
I used the same adhesive that I use on quarter rounds, which is a construction
adhesive.
Yeah.
To put those up and then spray painted them. So
yeah.
That's that. That was a good question. Do you think?
Yeah, I forgot about those actually.
Let's see. Flo says, I've been watching your LVP floor playlist. I think you guys had a live about that 2 years ago. And we're currently installing LVP, but struggling with cutting the door jambs. Any tips? And then she said, we are using an oscillating tool, a handheld saw, and a box cutter. Maybe we are off with our measurements. Let's see, around the door jambs.
Well, the door jambs, usually the oscillating tool works best for the door jam. A handsaw is hard because you have to be straight. And then with a handsaw, you have to have your hand either below or above, which makes it so that you're sawing and you're going to be going down or you're going to be going up. So the handsaw is something I would not use, and that's what we did at one point. We did that in our neighbor's on his flooring. But when we learned about the oscillating tool, it's made so that the tool is up and the blade is down, so you can go like this straight.
But I think she's saying that they used it and they're still having a hard time. Now, if it's clearing the door jamb, one trick that we learned like after the fact was that you can take the
take the piece of
the coating off, and what is it called? The
one trick that I did actually.
Hold on, wait, let me finish that.
Okay, what are you trying to do?
Not for tile, for the LVP.
Yeah, the plank. Yeah, the plank.
Yeah, the sound barrier at the bottom. So let's say this is how thick your plank is. The underlayment. Thank you, babe. Here's your door jamb, and you can't get it underneath. If that's what you're talking about, you can take this off a little bit, cut it off, and it'll give you a little bit more to fit under there. If that's the issue, let us know. If it's going around it, is that what it? Just let us know, Flo, what you need, or you can DM us on Instagram, and we'll help you with that, because those door jambs can.
Yeah. Well, I do like the oscillating tool. Now that I learned
harder.
You know what? Learning about the oscillating tool was a big help on projects. If you guys don't have an oscillating tool, that's something that I would definitely invest in as a DIYer.
Yeah. Okay, you have to pull it up a little bit so I can finish reading it, because I can't see. So
I'll do RKDK. I love that grayish tile on the walls in your bathroom. It's impossible to find it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it
Does it sit well?
Does it sit well?
You put additional adhesive or not? So yes, we do use extra adhesive.
Yeah, we use the Roberts adhesive. It's the moisture control adhesive. And we have shorts that talk about Roberts. We did the video with Roberts using it.
And that's the tile that I was mentioning earlier that it was hard to find anywhere. Well, Darius has some in his garage, but I don't think it'll be enough for your project.
You never know, it might be.
Yeah, actually. But check out our flooring tile, not playlist, but the shop that we have. I think we can put that on there too. We have some flooring options, and I think I put a gray one on there but it's from Amazon, so I haven't used it yet. I do believe that Home Depot has some of the gray tiles, but I haven't seen them here in the rectangle shape. I have seen some in the 12 by 12, the square shape. So I hope that helps you with that. And earlier we talked about for putting peel and stick on the wall, we did use an extra adhesive, and we used the Roberts adhesive, and that should be in the playlist too. And when we're done, we'll leave links to all of the products that we usually use. And if you go to the videos that have those projects on them, there should be a shopping list or links to all the products in the description of those. So thanks for asking that question. And then there was some other things that I think one of the last questions that we had or that people had asked us is there a cheaper alternative to interlocking vinyl tiles? And I think what they were asking is this particular person was a renter, and they said, hey, I don't want to peel and stick because I don't want to mess the surface up of the floor. What else can I do? And some people had recommended interlocking vinyl tile, which is like the planks. The only disadvantage to using the planks is they're so much thicker. And if you're putting it right on top, you're going to have to clear the doors and the jambs to pull it all the way to the end. The cuts are a little bit harder. But I will say that some of the really budget-friendly interlocking vinyl planks are thin enough that you can maybe get away with that. It's easier to cut with just a box cutter.
Yeah.
And that might be the only alternative for that. So let's see what other.
Well, I just put down the peel and stick options.
Okay.
And so.
So do you guys have any other questions about peel and stick? Please put it in, or any other questions about DIY projects. Yeah. Small bathroom, if you're doing some outdoor projects, painting. We're going to be doing a lot this upcoming spring season to get ready for that, because we
have some things outside that we were supposed to have done quite some time ago, and we haven't done it yet, so we're going to do it this year.
We're supposed to be putting a shed up.
Yeah, it's been a few years. We bought it a few years ago, and we never did it.
Yeah.
I think COVID was coming by or something, so that's
more than a few years. We just had a lot going on in 2023. I hope you guys had a better year than we did, but we're glad to be back here with you guys and doing these projects, improving our home, learning together.
Well, let me ask you. Somebody said, "What's the longevity of peel and stick? Like, how long does it last?" Well, and on average, it lasts. It depends on how the traffic in your home area, but for the most part, it lasts on average like 7 to 10 years.
I was going to say 10 years because when we first were researching it, they were saying that it lasts just as much as the old school vinyl tile that you'd see in a lot of people's homes. So our home was like built in the 90s, and the vinyl tile in the kitchen, which like he mentioned was high traffic, it was horrible. The vinyl tile back in the bathroom was still in good shape after like 20 years. So it really depends on if you're cleaning it correctly and you installed it correctly.
Well, one of the things I noticed, if you're using vinyl or peel and stick vinyl, when you have pets and they have their nails and their claws and they're digging into the vinyl plank flooring, that makes it less. That just destroys it basically.
The look of
over
it.
time, yeah, the look of it. And so I think that before we put down our vinyl plank flooring, our peel and stick, I think that they had dogs in there.
Yeah, it was a lot of scratches.
And a lot of scratches.
A lot of
things
stains
were just destroyed.
And scratches. And the thing that has messed up our, I guess, peel and stick in the kitchen, that's the only one that we've actually seen like visible signs of wear and tear, is because I think we had a ladder in there and we dropped something.
No, I dropped.
You fell?
Yeah.
You fell off that ladder?
Yeah, it was me. So what happened was I was up there trying to put a light up. Okay. I was changing a fluorescent light bulb, and the ladder closed on me. I don't know what I did. I did something.
That'll ruin your peel and stick.
Yeah. So that'll ruin your countertop and your peel and stick.
And you fall from it. So other than that, 10 years.
Yeah. Other than that, it'd be 10 years plus.
But you said, is it in the bathroom? Is it a good idea to do backsplash on kitchen? I think so.
Yeah, we did that. Yeah.
But it just depends on what type of peel and stick, because now you could be going into the peel and stick for walls, and that's a much thinner peel and stick.
Yes. And
easier to work with.
Ours is still up actually.
But it has lipping, and we showed that in the video of is the ugly truth about peel and stick. We showed that our backsplash peel and stick is lipping. So we would
explain to them what lipping is for the new people who may not know what that is.
That's like when the little corners lift up a little. Yeah. So that's been 5 years, and that was we saw that behind the stove.
Because the heat from the stove is probably making it come out. So
I have to burp again. The bubbly.
So in case you guys didn't know, we're celebrating 1 million views on our peel and stick.
Wait, you're mixing mine.
No, it's just sure it's the same one. Right?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's non-alcoholic.
But it's sugary. It has a lot of this. I didn't know. I thought it was like healthy. I thought it was gonna be like healthy cider sparkling, like having a club soda or something with flavor.
It does taste good though.
But it's very sugary. So
yeah. So I do like the peel and stick on the walls because using that, like she said, it's a lighter peel and stick when you're using the wall splash, the backsplash. Because we did that together. Yeah. And we did it in our little, what do you call that thing? Oh, the window seal. The window.
Yeah, just around
over the sink, and we created a design from doing that.
So you can do that too.
So you can use that to cut it, make a design.
You can do a lot. I think you can do a lot more with the peel and stick that is for walls, in the sense of it's easier to work with the cutting. And I have seen people use additional adhesive, and I don't think that it works well. I think the best thing is to wash your surface and get the grease off, dust, and particles. And if you do that, I think all your peel and stick, whether you use it for the floor, if it's thinner,
I want to say something too.
The wall,
you're telling them about the wall. Since you guys are watching us, I want to give you a tip when she's saying to put these things on the wall, or how you can put them on the wall. Just make sure you don't cover the entire tile with the new adhesive. The thing is, you have to have the adhesive that comes with the tile with the adhesive that you're putting on the wall. So you can't smother. Basically, you can't smother the wall and then stick it on there. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah, like when you see people
they'll just tile. They'll just do that.
When they tile a backsplash.
Yeah.
And sometimes they think, okay, I'll put the glue on
the entire thing. You can't do that. It doesn't work like that.
You want the adhesive of the peel and stick to touch the wall. And Carrie Ann says, hi, Carrie Ann. Says, you guys are doing great. My husband and I were looking at your peel and stick videos. Great work.
Appreciate that.
Yes, thank you. You need a lot of patience. Yeah.
Yes, you do.
I wish we could give you guys some of
his patience.
Some patience.
There
Here's the patience and DIY. We should toast on that too. Yeah.
There you go.
We need 1 million patience for DIY. Yes.
Yes.
But one thing we do to keep going is we try to imagine and keep the vision of what the end project is going to be.
And doing that, one of the things that we do is get a picture of what we want, an inspiration picture. So we do inspiration pictures a lot.
And that does help because every DIY project has a come to Jesus moment where you're like, you know what? Why did I do this? And it's okay to take a break. It's okay to just be like, you know what? Let me just go outside for a little bit and get some fresh air.
And I think the reason she's saying that is because
I just had one.
Well, and you're going into a project, right? And you think, oh, I'm gonna go in here. It's gonna take me about an hour to do. You get right in the middle of that project, and guess what? You didn't see that behind the wall. You didn't see this over here. You didn't know that wasn't gonna fit like it was supposed to. You didn't know you had to go back to the home improvement store just to get this part. Yeah, 15 times just to get that part right there.
Or the thing that you bought is missing a part.
Exactly.
The right
part is missing another part.
So give yourself grace, when you do DIY, because each project that you do, it will empower you, and you'll feel better, and you'll be able to tackle the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say, and it's going to be better than before.
That's one of our mottos: is better than before.
Yeah, it's going to look better, even if you have that little whatever that is. It looks better than it did. And
I like that. Actually, that made me feel good when I looked at something and I said, well, we lived with it looking like that. So
right.
It's better than before.
Who cares if the caulk line is,
it's better than it was before.
Yeah, it is. So guys, we just appreciate you being here with us. I hope we answered all your questions. If you have any others, feel free to leave them in the comments. We will respond to them. We try to respond to everything that you guys are asking about so that you can feel good about your DIY projects.
And we really do appreciate you guys.
Yes.
We appreciate everybody who responds by commenting, by watching our videos, by liking them, by sharing them. And we know that there are people who do that because we talk to people and we've seen them.
And we see you when you do the comments. And we're going to try to do some more lives as we see that there's like something that a lot of people are talking about, and we want to make sure that you have the opportunity to ask the questions and get the answers that you need from people that have experienced it or done it. And anything else?
Well, we're here for you.
Yeah.
So we appreciate you.
So you guys have a great week, great rest of your February, and we will see you at another milestone.
Another million.
Yes. Good night, guys.
Good night.